The Maine Legislature is hard at work trying to develop a new two-year state budget. And all have said it's a challenge because of the projected drop in tax revenues caused by continuing problems with the economy. But despite those worries, a coalition of groups advocating for a range of needs is asking lawmakers to increase spending, saying some people just can't wait. Here's News Center Maine's Don Carrigan.
In all, my budget proposals do their best to hold spending steady and preserve public health and education during the pandemic.
But just one day after Governor Mills explained her stay-the-course budget, a coalition of social needs and activist groups told the legislature it should increase spending $400 million.
As we think about the path forward, our view is that returning to pre-pandemic status quo is not enough.
Garrett Martin of the Maine Center for Economic Policy is leading the coalition of a dozen groups, ranging from the teachers union to low-income activists and immigrant advocates.
We're really in a serious position in relation specifically to services for older adults.
Jessica Maurer leads the Maine Council on Aging and says home care services for seniors, ranging from Meals on Wheels to home care, desperately need more money.
We just have to make this decision right now in this legislative session. Are we going to let people who need services to get out of bed, to get fed, to get their groceries, are we going to let them go without that service?
She says those services need $70 million more than they currently get. Other groups cite needs for more funding for those with disabilities, for schools and other services. And they argue that money should come from raising taxes on wealthier Mainers.
And part of the solution, quite honestly, is rolling back some of the tax cuts that were enacted during the LePage era to a degree that we could raise as much as $400 million, which is what we're sort of calling on the legislature to consider.
Republicans would oppose any large tax increase, and even Democratic leaders of the Appropriations Committee say adding new money will be difficult.
That social needs agenda may be a tough sell with the full legislature and the governor, but those groups insist they have to try because the needs are so great. In Augusta, Don Carrigan, News Center, Maine.
Now, the immediate budget issue for the legislature is the so-called supplemental budget, which covers the final months of this current fiscal year. That one is likely to be voted on by the committee next week and includes the controversial issue of taxes on the PPP benefits for some businesses. Senator Kathy Breen, the co-chair of the Appropriations Committee, says they're still negotiating.